Hello, everyone. If you like what I'm doing here, please consider subscribing, liking, and commenting. It would really help the channel out quite a bit. Thank you very much.
Unless I'm sadly mistaken, it is time for
Lionel Stater as Leo and Florence Lake as the Blonde in Leo and the Blonde. Story of a flack and a doll, or in other words, the adventures of a PA and his client. Or, if you prefer, the informal autobiography of a press agent who would like the world to believe he knows all about Hollywood, and of a girl who would like to know more. And now for another page from Leo's notebook dated
Tuesday, the 12th of August, 1947 continued. Liabilities. Immeasurably increased by paying caterer and purchase of potables for the party to launch Hester in Hollywood, and by paying for French lessons so Hester can live up to a billing as Hester Lester, the lovely from Luxembourg. Assets. Unchanged, but highly doubtful. Occurrences. Well, this is the day of Hester's coming out party. We are driving McCord to the residence of Mr. J.J. Stoddard in Bel Air. That is where the soiree is to be held, providing that Timothy, Mr. Stoddard's chauffeur, will still allow us the use of the mansion. This seemed doubtful yesterday evening, and is extremely perplexing to us, since the invitations are already sent out, the food ordered, and the hour for the gala affair fast approaching.
Leo, what are we going to do?
Nah, don't worry your silly little head, Hester.
But I am worried, Leo. I can't help it.
You will oblige me by not crossing your viaducts until you come to them. Leave the worries to me.
All right, Leo. You know best.
But frankly, Hester, I do not know what will happen if Timothy refuses us the loan of the house.
I'm not worried.
Well, you need not be quite so cheerful.
All right, Leo. Oh, what are we going to do? I'm worried.
Never mind, Hester. Concentrate on your performance this evening.
My performance?
You are making your first appearance. Our whole future depends on it. Do you understand, Hester?
Oh, yes, Leo. I understand everything.
This is a slight exaggeration, but I will not press the point.
Thank you, Leo.
Well, here we are. Shall we alight?
Where's Timothy?
Inside, I should imagine. Now try to give the appearance that this adventure is fraught with success.
Yes, Leo. What if Timothy isn't here?
He said he'd be here to give me a final answer. Greetings, Timothy.
Hiya, Junior.
Timothy, this is Hester Lester, my newest gift to the silver screen, a creature of rare and disturbing loveliness, as you can see for yourself.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Hester, it is not necessary for you to converse in Francais avec Timothy. He's in on the gag.
Oh. Hello, Timothy.
She sure is a looker, chum.
Thank you, Timothy. It is good to see my judgment confirmed. May we come inside?
Sure, right this way.
Now about the evening's little entertainment.
Well, as I told you yesterday, chum, I'm kind of cool at a setup.
But Timothy, Hester is certain to go over big.
Yeah, I guess so.
Then what are you worried about?
Well, I don't like the idea of using a boss's house for a routine like this. He might stir up a fuss.
Does he need to know?
Well, things like this always leak out in Hollywood, and Mr. Stoddard's pretty well known.
I'm sure he would approve of our venture. He is famous for his selections of new talent.
Yeah, but he likes to pick 'em himself. No, Leo, I say the deal is off.
Oh, Timothy, we worked so hard.
It's tough, kid, I know.
And the invitations are already in the U.S. mail, and the food is ordered, and the guests will be arriving any minute. What can we do now? It is too late to stop them. My name will be an asthma in Hollywood.
It's all my fault. Leo, I feel awful. Just awful.
It isn't your fault, kid. I told you, chum, the deal looked shaky.
It is all my fault. Everything I touch turns to ashes. Burnt ashes.
No. Look, don't cry, Hester. Maybe Leo and I can work out something.
Of course we can, Timothy. Of course we can. Let us repair to the kitchen. Now, you stay here, Hester.
I can't stand to hear a dame crying.
And stop crying.
All right, Leo, if you say so.
Now, Leo, maybe if I stood to gain something from this little arrangement, my conscience would feel better.
But, Timothy, I've already promised to pay you and Mr. Stoddard's butler, cook, and 2 maids liberally conservative wages for the evening's work.
Well, that don't ease my conscience. We're risking our jobs, you know. But what if the boss should come back from Florida?
That is most unlikely, or you would have been warned.
Hey, you can never tell, you know. Now, if we was to have a real interest in Hester...
You mean a percentage?
Yeah.
Leo.
Well, I suppose I could sell part of Hester, but I'm not too anxious to split her up.
Leo.
Not now, Hester.
Are you selling part of me?
It is nothing novel, Hester. You will become accustomed to it. We often make such arrangements in Hollywood.
Leo, which part of me are you selling?
A very infinitesimal part. You will not even miss it.
How do you know?
Please, Hester, leave the business details to me.
Now, Leo, say 5% for me and 5% for the others. They can split it up.
That seems exorbitant and too much.
Okay, then, no party.
You are driving the horse to water, Timothy.
Well, make up your mind.
Very well, then. I reluctantly give you 10% of Hester for yourself and the Stoddard menage.
Leo!
Be quiet, Hester. I will explain everything later.
Here are the contracts, Leo. The butler drew them up this morning. He used to play lawyers in silent pictures.
I have a feeling that this is highway blackmail.
Just sign on the dotted line, chum.
Having no alternative, I acquiesce. There is my James Hancock. Now, will you please inform the others that they will be needed for the evening?
They're all set, chum. I figure you'd come across. We thank you.
Yes, Timothy. I learn something about human nature every day. Usually what I learn is not encouraging. Now, Hester, as I told you, every thoroughfare has its turning. Things are not nearly as bad as I anticipated.
But you told me, Leo.
Only part of you, Hester.
I don't care. It isn't right.
Now, do not worry your pretty little head about such trivials. I will, of course, buy you back as soon as I have accumulated a sum of money sufficient to the day.
You will, Leo?
Of course.
Oh, thank you, Leo.
Do not mention it.
All right.
Now, Hester, let us once again rehearse for tonight's lunch. Who are you?
Hester McNamara.
No, you are Hester Lester from Luxembourg, and you only speak French. Please recollect that in moments of crisis.
Yes, Leo.
We are at the party, and I am introducing you. Mr. Bannock, may I present Mademoiselle Hester Lester?
Will he be there?
Who?
Mr. Zanuck?
I believe not, due to a previous engagement, but that should make no difference. We're only pretending.
It would be easier if we pretended with people who will be here.
Hester, in Hollywood, one is never sure who will be where when.
Oh.
Now, let's get back to rehearsing. Now, Miss Hepburn, this is Mademoiselle Hester Lester. Well, say something in French, Hester.
What did she say?
All right, Hester, I will be Hepburn. Riley, I'm really delighted to know you, Mademoiselle.
Leo,
What is it, Hester?
I've seen Katharine Hepburn in the movie. She didn't sound like that.
To me, she did. It doesn't make any difference, Hester. You are supposed to sound like Hester Lester. That is all that matters. Do you understand?
Of course, Leo. I always understand you.
Now, once again, I am delighted to make your acquaintance, Miss Lester.
Enchanté, monsieur.
That's better. When you do that before?
Well, you didn't say the right thing before.
What do you mean, Hester?
They told me at the school when someone says I'm delighted to make your acquaintance, I should say enchanté, monsieur.
That is correct.
So I did. But when you say I'm glad to meet you, I don't know what to do. I've only had 12 lessons, Leo.
Hester, you are going to make me very unhappy.
I'm sorry, Leo. I'm doing my best.
Very well. Now, no matter what someone says to you, say enchanté, monsieur. Do you understand?
Of course, Leo.
All right. I am Mr. Mayor, and I've just been introduced to you. What do you say?
Enchanté, monsieur.
Good. Now I say, how do you like America?
Enchanté, monsieur.
Well, that makes sense. I think this will work.
Enchanté, monsieur.
Never mind, Hester. Save it for Mr. Mayor.
Will he be here?
His office is in receipt of an invitation.
Golly, Mr. Mayor.
Now I think we shall test your abilities on an unbiased character, namely the butler, Mr. Hawkins. Jake! Oh, Jake!
Very good, sir. At your service.
Jake, come here. Will you do me the kindness of pretending to be one of our distinguished guests who is being introduced to Hester?
Madge.
All right. Hester, you will oblige me by pretending that Jake is not Jake, but a very important personage who has influence to some extent. You understand?
Yes, Leo.
Very good. Mademoiselle Lester, may I present Mr. Hawkins, the president of Amalgamate Pictures.
Which studio, Leo?
It is fictional, Hester.
But I thought you said that you...
Hester, this is Mr. Hawkins.
Oh, enchanté, monsieur.
I am glad to know you, Miss Lester. You are a charming addition to our little colony, and I hope that we will become friends. Good friends.
Very convincing, Jake. Now, what do you say, Hester?
Enchanté, monsieur.
Go on, Jake.
This is really a lovely party, don't you think so, mademoiselle?
Enchanté, monsieur.
And how do you like Hollywood?
Enchanté, monsieur.
Ah, but you can't have seen the most interesting parts yet. Wouldn't you like to discover its hidden beauties?
Enchanté, monsieur.
Wonderful. Then let us fly away together. Let us leave these peasants and journey far into the night.
Jake.
My car is outside. We shall drive into the hills above the twinkling lights and see the real, the true Hollywood together. Come, Hester. Fly away with me. Fly away.
Now, wait a minute.
Gosh, I'm sorry, Leo. I got carried away for the moment.
This will never work. It is just possible that tonight some similar situation could arise over which I have no control. Hester, you will definitely not say enchanté, monsieur.
All right, Leo. What should I say?
This is a problem.
I have an idea, Leo.
What's that?
Why don't I talk American?
Hester. For 3 weeks I've been paying for these French lessons. Why? Because after considerable research we have discovered that French is spoken by most Luxembourgers.
Yes, Leo, but other foreigners speak American.
Not the way you do, Hester. They have what is called the charming accent, which you have not.
I'm sorry, Leo.
It's not your fault entirely, but that does not solve the problem.
I got a suggestion.
Yes, Jake?
Why have her talk at all?
What do you mean?
It's very simple. Tell everybody she can't speak a word of English and that no one here can understand her native tongue.
I think you have something, Jake. At any rate, we will try it. There is no time to do anything else.
It'll work. Nobody will care whether she talks or not. They won't be listening after they see her.
Perhaps you are right. We will risk it.
Well, I got to get back to the kitchen. The people will be here soon.
All right, Jake. Thank you for the assistance.
Don't mention it. Say, Hester, if you should be interested later in the evening, I really do have a car.
Remember, Hester, now you are not to say anything when the party begins. Not a word. Remember?
But, Leo, what if I want something?
You will not want anything.
All right, Leo.
You will just smile and look very pretty, and that will be enough. You understand?
I understand everything, Leo.
Well, we will try it for a moment. I say, how do you do? What do you do?
I smile.
Good. Now, I will continue to do that throughout the remainder of the evening.
Yes, Leo.
Under no circumstances are you to talk. Please try to remember.
Yes, Leo.
Now, for the last time, I say, I am pleased to make your acquaintance.
Enchanté, monsieur.
No, Hester, no!
But that's what they told me at school. Don't you want me to apply what I've learned?
Hester, you are exasperating and not entirely dependable.
Oh, I am?
Yeah. What'll we do? What will we do?
I'll keep quiet, Leo. Really, I will, honest.
It is vital that you should, Hester. Everything will hinge on this daughter's success, including money for food and rent.
I'll do what you want, Leo, whatever that is.
I want you to keep quiet and smile and look pretty. That is why I...
Leo.
What?
Leo, the fat's in the fire.
What has occurred, Timothy?
The boss, Mr. Stoddard, is on his way home. I just got a telegram. He's arriving tonight.
What?
You got to get out of here fast.
No. Tragedy is stalking our footprints. Hester, what do we do? Say something!
Enchanté, monsieur.
Mr. Arnold, begging your pardon, sir. The guests are arriving.
Oh, now, there's a situation. Can Leo talk his way out of this one? Even if Hester should keep quiet, which is doubtful at best. You'd better tune in tomorrow. Some funny things are bound to happen. Leo and the Blonde will be back then, same time, same station. Leo and the Blonde, starring Lionel Sander with Florence Lake, is written by Robert Libet and Frank Burt, and produced and directed by Frank K. Danzig. In your cast were Jack Crucian and Tom McKee. Their organist was Irwin Young. Hi, Averback speaking. This program came to you from Hollywood.